Pump it up, pump it up.
Trae.
Come on, come on.
With Trae.
Pump it up, pump it up.
It's the day with
This is the day to gain inspiration, to make a positive change in the nation. We're inviting you to partake in conversation to raise your vibration. It's the day that we will all celebrate all of our peeps that make this thing elevate. Watch the negative fade away, cause it's the day with Trae.
Hey everybody, Deontay Damper here, and welcome to The Day with Trae. I'm your guest host, Deontay Damper, stepping in for Trae this week. Now, before we begin, make sure you like, share, subscribe to Converge Media so you can learn more about the We Live in Color, Back to Vesa, and more. Go to whereweconverge.com to know why Black media matters. We have a great show for you today. Bharath Kumar from Shift Left Strategies for Mental Health will be here to talk about both of his books and how IT and mental health kind of go hand in hand, or how they can be able to be worked in community, right? And we'll learn more about that after our first break. You're watching The Day with Trae.
Start the show.
Hello, welcome to Elite Insights with Carlos Imani. We're looking to offer an in-depth look at event production industry through the lens of client experiences and joint successes. The podcast will emphasize guest interviews, focusing on client discussing their fields and reflecting on their collaboration with Elite Collective. Again, you're with Elite Insights. Carlos Imani here. I'll see you guys in a few.
Seattle Opera presents the world premiere of Jubilee. Jubilee follows the historic Fisk Jubilee Singers' initial tours following the Civil War. While raising funds for the fledgling Fisk University, the group shared their music around the world, showcasing more than 40 African-American spirituals such as Swing Low, Sweet Chariot, Deep River, and Wade in the Water. Jubilee is not to be missed. October 12th through 26th at McCaw Hall. Details at seattleopera.org.
We're back with The Day with Trae. I'm your guest host, Deontay Damper, and our first guest. So happy to have him here, author and I will say wellness guru, okay? Bharath Kumar, how are you, brother?
Good. Thanks you for having me.
Yes, so tell us a little bit, because you're author of 2 books, and how did your journey start? I mean, in the areas of mental health. We've been talking about mental health this week, so.
Yes, yeah. So, I mean, even just before talking a bit of background on me, so I'm actually an IT professional. I'm an author of the book, as you said, and I'm also an NLP coach and a certified Reiki practitioner.
Oh, wow.
So all this is just, kicked off because of, as I said, I'm an IT professional. I've been in IT for 20 plus years. And until the layoff happened, I really didn't realize that I wasn't investing in myself for my mental health. Mm-hmm. And that was the first time it hit me hard. And I was like, not sure, like I'm an IT guy, I'm smart. Why did I not take care of myself to be able to kind of cope up with any of those challenges that come in our life? And that's actually the turning point of where I said, okay, so I need to really think of what would make that difference, or what should I have done, and how can I help my peers? And so when I started looking into it, okay, what could have helped? A continuous nurturing of myself could have helped. But that was not something, I knew mental health was important. There was just big programs from multinationals that, give us mindfulness, meditation and everything. But even then, I wasn't really focusing on that.
Yeah.
So I think the piece that really struck me, and I just thought of coming up with ways that will stick with an IT guy. What will go into a brain of an IT guy to say, you need to take care of yourself, and how can you do it? And that's when the shift left came into a picture, which is a term, shift left, comes from IT. Okay. When we do development in IT for products, previously we used to do testing and integration and everything at the end. Okay. So that meant the release of the cycle, just, we couldn't release on the dates that we said because we had issues at the last minute. Similar to what we do today, which is we wait for mental health crisis.
Yeah.
And then we go for therapy and all those things. So then I thought, okay, the shift left was an approach where in development, we started doing these things ahead of the curve. And so then I said, how if I could land this message to all of the IT peers that, hey, let's follow the same shift left approach for your own life and for your own well-being. And that landed very well with everybody because we're talking the same language, and it's just perfect for them to say, oh, yeah, that makes total sense.
Yeah, and I love that idea. I mean, and I never really thought about that. You know, a lot of folks that are in the IT field do also go through, even before the pandemic, we're going through a lot of layoffs and
Yes.
things crash and organizations have to shift. So I think for you to be able to prioritize that, how has the IT community appreciated your work?
Oh, yeah. So I think the way that I started approaching this whole model was that first, just thinking about shift left was a big change, because with that, what happened is, like, I use another terminology of IT, which is priority, 0, priority 1, priority 2. Like if we work on projects, the first thing we do is we decide whether this project is a priority 0, priority 1, or priority 2, right? So mental health, we all were thinking it is priority, but we never put a number to it. So doing the shift left, it has helped me to transfer to people that, hey, let's make it priority 0. And then there's no excuse. You'll have to just do the practice and just, you can't say a priority 0 project is not important, right? So that landed with my folks, and there's a lot of support. And I think when I do workshops for the companies or even one-to-one coaching, people like it because it's connecting to them. It's not something I'm telling them to do something that's outside of their comfort zone. So starting with shift left, I actually expanded a bit more. So this is all just about having a philosophy, hey, let's take care of it, right? But then what I said is, I'm just telling a philosophy. People say philosophy is, but how would we make it real? The how part. So that's when the how part came into me, which is I did a lot of research, workshops, working with a lot of ITPS and trying to understand if we can do something that we are already used to on a daily basis, that is when there's a lot of impact. So then I said, why are we trying to push mental health into IT? Whereas we can do the other way, which is take IT and then put it into mental health, because IT has so many strategies.
Right. I love
So
that.
many.
I love that. And then you have a book, Ego and Empathy. Tell us a little bit
Yeah,
about
so I have 2 books. So one is, first I started off with Ego and Empathy, because in my 20 years career in IT, I always felt like there's situations where I come across where I see people say, hey, I don't have ego, or they say I have empathy, but I see leadership not having that empathy. So it was hard to explain what empathy meant and what ego meant. And so I said, you know what, let me just take an effort and translate what I think and what I want to share. And that was my first book, there is Ego and Empathy.
Okay.
And this is very good. People are really liking it because I not only talk from the IT perspective, I also connect to the spiritual perspective, because every religion talks about ego and empathy.
Yes, absolutely.
And there's stories about that.
And then the other book.
So
this is the newest one.
This is the newest one.
Okay.
It's called Mind Fitness Through IT Strategies. So this is the how part of shift left. So a quick example that will connect for you. If you're an IT guy, everybody does a Scrum meeting. So we talk about Agile project management, which is basically we develop products based on iterations. We talk to the customer, we understand what they want, and we have meetings on a daily basis to talk about where we are with the progress. So I start asking people, you're doing the Scrum meetings to make millions for the companies. Have you done a Scrum for yourself? Just a 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So step back and think about how you want to prepare for your day, how many breaks you want to take. Along that, I also had one more thing, which is, we are so burnt out, we have so much stress, we don't take a small break in between. So I said, you can force taking a break. You know how? You can reboot your laptop.
Yeah. Well, I
Just do 2 times reboot, and what happens? You can't do anything when the laptop is rebooting, so it automatically gives you a break. So like that, there's so many strategies in IT, and I've started translating them into how you can use it for mental health. And people are loving it, and they're actually finding this far more impactful than the traditional ways of doing mental health, because this is tangible. Because I'm telling them, hey, use the strategies you know. You don't need to go for training. You don't need to do anything. You just, in the moment, you spend the time to, okay, this is my tool, this is my strategy. Pick the tool that works for you. It's not necessary I have 50 tools in here that you'll have to do all of those. The advantage of having 50 is that your style, some things will work.
Sticks to you,
right?
it sticks,
Just
it
use
sticks
that.
for you.
And even just that Scrum meeting on a daily basis for yourself, spending 2 minutes, that's going to change the life.
Yeah.
And that's why people are really liking it. And I'm actually very happy to see the corporates are coming forward. And I have a team of people who are now working and sharing this workshops with the companies. And I definitely for IT peers, but we are going to expand it further. We also want to think common man. we do so many things that we can actually translate for our own mental health. Like, for example, you're going on a trip, so you plan,
Yeah.
right? So I'm just saying, okay, plan for your mental health. It's simple. It's the same thing that you do on a daily basis. So yeah, these are all the tools that I actually share through the mindfulness.
I love that. And yesterday, I just want to say this for people who didn't know. Your daughter was in here yesterday, so she's also an author.
Yes.
In your family, everybody has books. Well,
Yeah, my
majority.
elder daughter is almost
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yes, yeah.
How does it feel to know, because your daughter is 15 years old doing this, like how do you feel as a parent to watch your daughter even be an author and prioritize and creating a passport for her generation? How does that feel as a parent?
Actually, I should just say, I was never thinking in my life I would write a book. Actually, I got inspired from my own daughter, who actually started supporting her peers to see how they can come up with their mental health and take care of themselves. So when I hit with this, I actually read her book for my own benefit. And so then I started realizing I need to help my IT peers. And that's when that's the motivation for me. And I'm actually very proud of the work that she's doing. And yeah, I've learned from her, and it's an inspiration that I want to continue and share this with my IT peers.
Yes, and please continue to share with us. We would love to have you come back here again. But in the meantime, if you can do us a favor, look right there in the camera, let community know where they can find you and buy them books.
Perfect, yeah. So you can visit me at shiftleftcc.com. I have both of my books there, Ego and Empathy and Mind Fitness Through IT Strategies. You can also go to Amazon and get them. I would be also happy if you want to just reach out to me. I'm happy to share more of the IT peer strategies for you guys. So yeah, looking forward to connecting whatever you would like to connect.
Okay. And you got an email address where they can find you?
Yes, yeah, info@shiftleftcc.com to email.
There we go.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for coming here. Let me get that book.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to take one of these books and we're going to take one more break. We'll be back with The Day with Trae.
Big Tobacco thinks they know everything. They think they know you, your community, the places you go, the way that you spend your time. They think they got you all figured out, down to a formula, a calculation based off of numbers of what they think they know. Show them they're wrong. Learn more at theythinktheyknowyou.org.
Here on Back to Vesa, it's always been important to me that we uplift stories from across the region, and that no matter where you live in the nation, you never have to miss a moment of the show as we continue to highlight the beauty, excellence, and resilience of our communities across the Pacific Northwest. Why? Because representation matters. So no matter where you live, be it the Central District or Centralia, Portland or Pullman, or anywhere across the country, I encourage you to join me on this Back to Vesa journey by downloading the free Fox Local app on your phone or smart TV as we continue to elevate the very best in our communities.
Welcome back to The Day with Trae. And as we wrap up, I just really want to just thank Bharath for coming in. When we talk about shift left for mental health, it is so important. And I never thought about how important it is when we talk about using the IT approach for mental health and how we could be able to navigate that, especially in a space like Seattle. I know we have a lot of Black community members that are in tech or community members that are in tech. So please tap in with Bharath Kumar and get more information on how you can tap in with that. And then tap in with me tomorrow. I have the amazing Aaron Carr, okay? You're gonna be with me all week, so just get ready, y'all. Thank you for tuning in and walk with love. Thank you for watching The Day with Trae.
Converge Media produces culturally relevant content for Black and urban audiences. Our coverage is raw, transparent, and objective, praised by community leaders, government officials, and residents. Support Converge Media today via Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal at Converge Media.